Another really, really fun one, Airship.
Oh, yeah.
Wait,
we haven't talked about Airship?
No.
Oh, man, I love Airship.
Yeah.
Correct me if my memory doesn't serve me, but a bunch of SpaceX guys that were like, hey, we noticed it takes a long time to get stuff over from China. Like thinking about
on boats,
cargo ships. Viruses come very quickly, but on boats, you got a container that's just on the water for like 3 months. Actually, blimps got a really bad rap with that whole Hindenburg fiasco. Turns out Goodyear's been doing it different for a long time. And we're gonna take blimps and like make it where they don't explode accidentally. And we're gonna go hit the jet stream and we can get from China over to the US, skip the port, drop the container right in your backyard, and it takes us like 8 days. Dramatically cheaper, like by a factor of like 7 or 8. Something ridiculous, cheaper than like flying it in a 737. Our vision is just this whole train of blimps that go up, take a container, and drop it in my spot right there in Kansas City. And those dang longshoremen that are refusing automation, we don't even think about them anymore because we go right past them and drop it right in your backyard. Which I'm like, that's freaking awesome.
Yeah.
That's so great. Is that roughly the correct representation of?
Yeah. Former SpaceX guys building rigid airships with a bunch of like new materials and incredible techniques that didn't exist, 20 years ago or even 20 years ago, doing point-to-point air freight for shipping containers.
Nobody's trying to, like, we haven't innovated in the airship blimp space in the last X years, man. It's a lot of years.
There's only like a handful of active blimps and airships in the world, like sub 10, I think.
And they're mainly for the Indy 500.
Yeah,
that's right.
There's like a tourist one in Europe somewhere. If you've imagined like what does a blimp or a rigid airship look like if SpaceX builds it, and it's gigantic and it's got sky cranes and point-to-point air freight is a huge unlock. And if you can match the timing of air freight, which actually you imagine just the flight from like port to port, 12 hours, like, oh, air freight's fast, but actually it takes days to make it through all of the checks, all the logistics, all the different freight forwarders and transitions. So if you have one vertical operator that goes point to point with a proprietary technology that's built this fleet of airships,
the jet streams move most of it. Like you have a little motor scoot along, but like
if you get the right
super efficient. That's the thing that I remember is like payload, solving for giant payloads, and then if it was one was speed and the other was like ridiculously efficient compared to like powering a gigantic 767 or whatever it is they fly, and it's like just kind of elegantly floats.
It sounds relaxing.
It does.
I'm like super excited about that. That's one of those like companies of potentially like completely singular capability, like if they have a 10-year head start on engineering rigid airships that nobody else is even thinking about right now, with unique economics, and the fact that like who's running around thinking about disintermediating the entire existing freight supply chain and being their own provider with a totally new mode of transport that most people think are just like
also very hard regulatory challenges, technological challenges, hard, and if you can pull it off, kind of transformational. And that's awesome.
Yeah. This is actually one of those that I think like a lot of these kind of companies live, whether directly or not, under the shade of SpaceX in a good way. Of like, if SpaceX hadn't done what they did, and Tesla to some extent, and like shown the way of like what this engineering culture looks like and how these big material like hard atom projects are happening. Like,
you can check everything and like, it's not as crazy as rockets to outer space. I'm not inventing rocket travel. It's just a blimp. It's like, oh yeah, you're way less crazy than that thing that's already being successful. We'll stay here.
So culturally, and like the tools and the people, and it's showing that there is capital available for these kind of things, like it's just changed how a lot of people think in amazing ways, which is very exciting. So love Airship. I expect them to be kind of just quietly working away for a while, but
I think that they've got like little scale stuff that's moving around. But don't we all have scale?
Maybe the blimp can get Al off the ground. If it's doing cargo ships,
personal travel into Hamilton.
It is no longer a quadcopter to carry Al's big ass. It is a blimp, an elegant, slow moving
sky crane.
They'll zip line me down, right?
He's got a harness.
You've seen the Walmart like zip line delivery drones?
Yeah.
It's the blimp that just zip lines me into the office and then waits for me. It darkens the whole city. It's like, it's a little Joker-esque Batman moment. Like, I love this. the only way to travel, people.
Hell yeah. Paint your face on the front of it.
Yes,
Give the blimp a beard.
You'd sell marketing and sponsorship of it, right? Like you get a
like, listen, we cut out the sun for an entire 6 hours every day in your town. You really should pay us to be on this blimp or to move it. We'll take money for you.
We're getting a lot of eyeballs on this blimp.
Yeah.
Airship was Q3 2024.
Good job, team.
Go team.
That's crazy. In my mind, we invested